18 signs that will help you to understand your baby before they can speak. Maybe a standout among the most frustrating things parents experience is attempting to comprehend what message their infant's trying to give to them. Until your baby is at an age where they can talk, communication can be troublesome and might feel overwhelming or out and impossible. However, perhaps understanding what your child wants or needs isn't as hard and impossible as it might appear. Beside crying and laughter, there are different signs babies give that parents may not comprehend or know to search for. Rather than accepting what your infant's cries, sounds, and signals truly mean, here are a few accommodating strategies to remove the mystery from communication advanced by Australian Priscilla Dunstan. However, Dunstan baby language has not been logically checked. It gained footing in November of 2006 when she showed up on The Oprah Winfrey Show. Researchers may stay wary, yet I wager a ton of parents out there will concur that tuning into these cries can prompt more joyful infants and progressively soothing evenings. Method 1: Ways they move. Ear grabbing, except if constantly contacting their ears. Ear getting is basically passing on child investigating their infant highlights. On the off chance that you see this as a diligent development, counsel your pediatrician. Arm jerking, at the point when babies are surprised by noisy commotions, brilliant lights, or unexpected arousing, jolting their arms demonstrates that they essentially got terrified. Leg lifting, this development is characteristic of colic and belly pain. This movement enables infants to attempt and facilitate the pain. Head rotation, for most infants, this is a quieting development. Regardless of whether they are going to nod off, or are hoping to quiet themselves, they will use this head turn. Back arching, explicitly for infants under 2 months old, this development is made when babies are encountering pain or colic. On the off chance that this development is made in the wake of eating, this movement implies they are full. Be that as it may, if this development is made while they are eating, it might mean they have reflux. On the off chance that the infant is more seasoned than 2 months, this feasible demonstrates cantankerous demeanor and tiredness. Fist clenching, at the point when babies are ravenous, you'll see their clench hands grasping. On the off chance that you happen to see the clench hands gripping in time, you might almost certainly keep away from an upheaval of yearning cries. Method 2: The way they cry. Environmental cry, the most troublesome cry of all. This cry can speak to a few distinct things. Be that as it may, if your infant is discontent with where they are or are out and out exhausted, they will have no issue crying to pass on their dissatisfactions. Physiological cry, this whiny squeaky cry is because of physical distress likely from gas, swelling, pee, or poop. Discomfort cry, at the point when a child's cry is aggravated and discontinuous, they might be excessively hot, excessively cold, or need a diaper change. They may thrash and curve their bodies or squirm wildly. Pain cry, a pain cry is more consistent and boisterous than different cries. The more pain a child is in, the more crazy their cries can turn into. At the point when child has depleted themselves and has no more vitality to cry, their cry may wind up tedious and calm. Sleepy cry, we as a whole get some additional whiny when we are overtired, and babies are the same. When they need to rest yet can't nod off, their cry will be whiny combined with eye and additionally ear scouring. Calling cry, in the event that you've at any point seen your child crying between 5 to 6 times, ceasing, at that point holding up an extra 20 seconds just to rehash the way toward crying. This feasible methods your infant is hanging tight to have somebody lift them up. At the point when nobody comes to get them, this cycle of crying will probably proceed. Hunger cry, while this cry may start as a calling cry, when the cry isn't replied or if the child isn't bolstered. This cry can move toward becoming insanity. In the event that you see your child turning their head while making smacking sounds with their mouth, it can mean a yearning cry. Method 3: General sounds they make. Hey, sentiments of uneasiness can be passed on with this sound. At the point when babies feel awkward or experience disappointing sensations, they will make this sound while moving and twitching their hands and feet. Air, at the point when an infant is not comfortable, for example, pain from swelling and gas, this sound is likely made as they are attempting to breathe out to facilitate their bothering. A. At the point when infant is going to burp, this sound is discharged as abundance air leaves their throat. O. Infants will overlap their lips before yawning, making this sound to show when they are worn out and languid. Nay, by pushing their tongues to the top of their mouth, babies utilize this sound to pass on that they are ravenous. The sound they make is activated by the sucking reflex. These movements, sounds and cries may not be very easy to recognize in certain circumstances. But, if you know how to understand your baby and learn all these things, you can really communicate with your baby, without the baby saying a single word to you. You'll be able to fully understand their language. Thank you for watching the video. If you like such informative video about health and nature remedies, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to turn on the notification button to be notified of the new videos from us.